In more serious traditional finance business news, the IPO window appears to be opening up finally in 2025. Biggest one up, CoreWeave dropped its S1, and there were lots of juicy details in that filing.
Growth is the story. I think it's, 1,346% revenue growth. And then that was 22 to 23. And then it's 737% into 2024, which gets it to $1.9 billion. So it is growing a lot. It's not making money. It's losing money. And it's in a fair amount of debt, I believe. But yeah, CoreWeave, this is a moment in time where stock investors desperately have wanted AI stocks to bet on besides NVIDIA and Microsoft to some degree.
And a lesser extent, the general Magnificent Seven tech stocks.
Yeah, exactly. And, CoreWeave is going to give them one. It is heavily exposed to everything going in AI.
One thing that really stood out to me in the S1 is CoreWeave's severe customer concentration that has led to this rapid growth. 77% of its revenue has come from its top two customers in 2024, and Microsoft alone accounted for 62% of that. So it is heavily tied to big tech's success and bets on generative AI.
And suppliers, the customers, and also it's been able to get access to NVIDIA chips when everybody wanted them. And so you have this sort of scarce product. So it's not just your technology, it's people are desperate to find a way to get GPUs in the first place. So they want to contract with you. That said, they're in the right place, at the right time. We were talking about crypto. I mean, this was a company that got its start in crypto world and leaned heavily into AI at the right time. Mike, the CEO, was speaking at our Cerebral Valley event in November. They get it. They're on the right topic. They're working with the right partners. They're growing insanely fast. So if you just say those things, it's great. It's just like, there's competition. Can they be a hyperscaler? Can they do this profitably? And how do these relationships last? And the final piece, the information had reporting that 3 of the founders together had sold like nearly 500 million collectively. So it's a huge exit ahead of the IPO, which, makes you feel like they're not as financially exposed to this thing in the long term as maybe you'd want.
It's kind of the first big IPO post, this massive secondary sale wave that we've had because liquidity has been so locked up. You're getting these IPOs where founders don't have as much control and ownership over what they've built because they wanted to cash out early.
And CoreWeave, a notable, just purchased Weights and Biases for $1.7 billion. CoreWeave is expected, according to the Financial Times, to raise $4 billion and value it at more than $35 billion.
That's a hefty win in this market, and something that investors are probably looking at as a really hopeful sign as we talk about, will generative AI produce these big exits? And this looks like a positive tell, like, yes, it will.